Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the All-County Arts and Music Festival from West Union High School for 2022. I'm Ken Smith with GoodGuysRadioTV.com. We are going to begin our program this evening with a slideshow of the art projects submitted by students from around the county. That will last for approximately 15 minutes, and then we will have some scholarships that will be awarded, the John and Tim Lewis Memorial Scholarships, also the Maggie Hoff Scholarships. There will also be some awards, and then we will have the band concert followed by a choir concert. There will be intermission in between the band and choir concert. During that intermission, we will play more of the slideshow that includes the artwork from the students. So lots of stuff for you to watch here over the next hour or so. Please stick with us on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. By the way, the guest conductor for the music, or for the band, will be Carl Schneider. Guest choir director will be Neil DeAtley. So stick with us. Enjoy the slideshow. Again, we will start the program in roughly 15 minutes.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown has the services you need to reach your dream career. Free job centers, Path Youth programs, and the GRID Project. Learn more at omjadamsbrown.org. That's omjadamsbrown.org. Must meet eligibility requirements. A division of ABCAP and Equal Opportunity Employer Service Provider. Funding provided under the State of Ohio CCMEP program. TANF funds administered by Adams and Brown County's Departments of Job and Family Services. WIOA funds administered by ABCAP, Ohio Means Jobs, WDA number 1.
Whether you play on a football team, a baseball or softball team, a soccer team, a bowling team, a golf team, or a basketball team, the National Bank of Adams County is proud to be a supporter. At the National Bank of Adams County, we have been a part of this community for years. Our children have learned to play every sport in this county, and we've been there to cheer them from the stands. The National Bank of Adams County is proud to support all of those who step up to the plate, the line, the tee, or the net. Good luck and have a successful season.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and Equal Help.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
My 7th year as the superintendent of the Adams County School District, this is a special night, special occasion. You know, we look at the arts. You know, I understand we put a lot of emphasis on other things, athletics, classroom, lest we not forget about the arts. That was the one thing that impressed me most the first year that I was here, was this activity right here. We have some very, very talented kids. So sticking with the script, as I'm told by Mrs. Day, the focus on the arts is important in the development of our young people through the heightened skills of listening, reading, self-expression, collaboration, performance, and creativity. Our continuing goal is to provide opportunities for students to develop their artistic skills and to showcase their talents. And that is what this evening is all about. We hope that you have enjoyed viewing the visual art from each of the county's high school art students. Also presenting this evening were members of the NAHS Beta team who placed first in the Performance Art Group Talent at the Ohio State Beta Convention and will be performing and competing with their dance number at the National Beta Convention in July. Following the presentations of scholarships and awards, we will continue to enjoy the arts, the musical programs presented by our all-county band and choir, and we look forward to an outstanding performance by both groups under the direction of Mr. Carl Snyder and Mr. Neil Diatley. We would like to say thank you to the Adams County Arts Council this evening for hosting the reception, which you can enjoy at intermission, and their continued support for the Arts Festival. And at this time, I would like to welcome Ms. Trista Myrick and Mr. Ken Smith to award the Tim and John Lewis Scholarships and the Maggie Hoff Scholarships. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Hi. Thank you for having me here tonight. I'm honored to be presenting the award to honor my family, my Uncle Tim and my grandfather, John Lewis. And tonight I would like to recognize two special ladies, one being Harley Helterbridle. And our second one we'd like to mention is Madison Taylor. Thank you all.
Okay, I'm doing multiple duties here tonight, so bear with me. I'm Ken Smith, and on behalf of the Adams County Arts Council, I've been asked to represent the Hoff family and award two scholarships. First, I want to talk about Margaret Hoff. Most of us knew her as Maggie. She was a well-loved member of the community. She was a friend of the arts and a very talented musician. She was the organist for the Presbyterian Church in West Union for many years, taught music at West Union High School, but spent a large part of her career at Waverly High School and Ohio Northern University. And she also gave many private piano and voice lessons. I'm sure that some of these students had lessons, or some of you in the audience had lessons from Maggie Hoff. She adored working with her late husband, Reverend Ford Hoff, combining music with ministry. Through the years, Maggie brought her talents to many musical groups, including the Liberty Cornet Band, which she directed for 26 years, while also playing in the band. And if you saw Maggie with the Liberty Band, she would usually play tuba, but you never knew. I saw her beat the bass drum while conducting one time. So she stepped in and did whatever needed to be done. Maggie Hoff, this Maggie Hoff Art Scholarship was established by Maggie's two children, her daughter Margaret Cook and son Trigva Hoff, in coordination with the Adams County Arts Council and also the Liberty Cornet Band, all coming together for this scholarship. 2 scholarships will be awarded annually, so this is the first year. So we did our best to try to get the word out so that people knew about this scholarship. All of you parents and students on the stage who are not seniors, you want to remember this next year to apply for the scholarship. These scholarships are available to graduating seniors of Adams County, Ohio, enrolled in an accredited public or private academic program and planning to attend an accredited university, college, junior, or community college, and taking a major or minor in performing arts. So we have 2 recipients, and by the way, some of the Arts Council members are here this evening manning the cookies and punch back there, which I hope you enjoy during intermission. And by the way, Betsy, we don't have a nice certificate to hand them. We didn't think about that. So first year glitches. Yeah. All right, let's get on to our 2 recipients. The first, this young lady had a 4.0 GPA with a 28 ACT, participated in sports, including volleyball and basketball. She achieved many academic honors. I'm not going to list them, it would take forever. She participated in band, choir, and music productions at West Union High School, competed with her artwork at the Adams County Arts Festival, State Beta Convention, 4-H, and the Adams County Fair and the Ohio State Fair. She has already started her collegiate studies in art with classes at Shawnee State and plans to study art education at Mount St. Joseph University. She is also our Adams County Fair Queen, Miss Madison Taylor. I do have the important part, Maddie, and that's the check. Congratulations. All right, next, this young man had has a 3.8 GPA and also a 28 ACT. He has multiple academic honors and is the academic team captain, participated in theater both in the pit and on stage, concert band, pep band, winter percussion, steel drum band. He also leads the country music band at West Union High School. He has multiple performing arts awards and 4-H awards. He is also a member of the Liberty Cornet Band. He will study English and music education in college. Mr. Jake and Irwin. Thank you.
Good evening. They told me I could pull that gently down, okay? I am here this evening to present the McCoy Art Awards on behalf of Mr. James McCoy. Any of you have ever attended the Arts Festival before, you know Mr. McCoy always awards just art awards to students for first, second, and third place in both 2D and 3D art and honorable judges' mentions. He does this on behalf of his late wife, Joan Wittenmeyer McCoy. Jim and his wife were actually Adams County natives. They grew up here, but they've lived in Dayton many years. And Joan was actually an high school art teacher for over 30 years. So in honor of her memory, they award each year to students. And he also notices how much work the art teachers put into making these students aware of opportunities and different ways they can express themselves through art, and to encourage them with new skills and new opportunities to show their art. So I'm going to do it just a tad differently from Mr. McCoy this evening. I am going to say all of the students' names and ask them to come up here, then I will tell you who they are and what awards they have received this evening. So I'd like the following students to please come to the stage: Arena Goon, Maggie Roberts, Maddie Taylor, Lucy Gabbard, Harley Helterbridle, Megan Reed, Shay Goon, Jaden Wright, and Kendall Sullivan. And if the art teachers, if you don't mind to make your way up to the corner of the stage, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. So this evening for the 2D Art Award for the student, it was interesting because the judges have no idea who the students are, of course. No names are associated with the pieces, and they're actually hidden from the judges. So actually in 2D Art this evening, both first place and second place goes to the same student. And that student is Arena Goon from North Adams High School. Congratulations. For the third place art award in 2D art, that goes to Megan Reed, North Adams High School. For the honorable mentions in 2D art, we have Harley Helterbridle, Maddie Taylor, West Union High School. And also, again, Megan Reed, North Adams High School. For the 3D Art Awards, first place goes to Maggie Roberts, Manchester High School. Second place in 3D Art, Maddie Taylor. Third place in 3D art, Lucy Gabbard. Honorable mention for 3D art, Jaden Wright, North Adams High School. Shay Goon, North Adams High School. And Kendall Sullivan, North Adams High School. Give the students one more round of applause. There's some very talented young people right there. You may step down. You may step down. Thank you. And as I mentioned before, Mr. McCoy always recognized how hard the art teachers work, and he always mentioned how his wife so many times supplemented what the students would do in their class with her own money, and that she would bring in supplies, or you know how those art teachers are, they're always begging for toilet paper tubes, or berry baskets or something like that. So anyway, he always wanted to recognize those. So I'm going to call the art teachers to the stage and give them awards. So he always honored them with just he called it their mad money or pen money, to do whatever they would like to with it. So first we have Crystal Roberts, Manchester High School. Michael Feltz, West Union High School. Trina Stapleton, North Adams High School. And Beth McElwee, Peebles High School. Thank you, everyone. This evening, for our band concert, you know, this gentleman, I have asked him more than once to be the conductor for the band. He always declined graciously. I don't know if he thought he'd be too hard on the kids or what, but he always declined graciously. But this year he did agree to be our guest conductor. So I'm going to read you his bio. You can see it in the program, but I think it's worth reading. So Mr. Carl Schneider has been teaching in the Adams County, Ohio Valley School District for the past 40 years, where he has served as band director at West Union High School for the past 38 years and the choir director at Manchester High School for 2 of those years. He is a graduate of Mount Union College in Alliance, Ohio. He has received several awards and honors through the years: Adams County, Ohio Valley Teacher of the Year, National Board Teacher Certification, Master Teacher, and induction to the Phi Beta Mu International Band Director Fraternity. He has held several state and regional offices and serves on several boards in the music field and is currently the Vice President of the Tri-State Marching Arts Association. Through the years, Mr. Schneider has seen the growth, development, and change of the West Union Instrumental Music Program in many ways. When he first came to West Union, he inherited a band of 13 members and has seen it grow to the size of 115 members in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The competitive marching band was started from scratch in 1983. It was in existence until a new school was built in 1997. During this time, the band competed in 10 straight state finals competitions and 7 Bands of America regional and national finals. The band finished in 8th place in Class A at the 1992 national finals, and the concert band also competed 11 straight years in the state finals during those years. The music program changed direction with the new facilities as a more diverse program was established. Through the writing of many grants and other monies. Mr. Snyder's bio choked me up.
Welcome, Mr. Snyder.
We sat here for a while. We're just going to take a tuning note real quick. Thank you. That first piece, just a fun piece to get us started with. This next one has a little more meaning to it. Mr. James Swearingen is the conductor of this piece. He was guest conductor the last time that we were all together for doing all county. James Swearingen has Adams County ties. He's probably the world's most famous conductor of literature for young people right now in the world. And his family is originally from Peebles, Ohio. And when he was a kid, he said he would come back to family reunions in Peebles. So he has Adams County roots. That's what we thought it would be nice for him to come back and do it the last time we had it. So I'm going to read you a little bit about this piece. A lot of us probably out here could say the same thing, that our heroes are our fathers, and that would have to go with me. And that's what he said here. He said, "He is my hero. He is my father, Bruce Swearingen. Like many other American patriots, served his country with dignity, honor, and without expressions of fanfare or glory. It should be noted that he was a soldier in the United States Army during World War II. In 1944, after the Allied forces liberated France from the German occupation, my father's job was to go in and disarm bombs that had fallen or failed to detonate during previous air attacks. The imminent danger of this assignment was heightened when, after being successfully, specifically trained to work on German and Japanese armament, the bombs were in reality dropped by American and British pilots during the reclaiming of France. In those private moments when I thank him for his courage and valor, he simply says, 'I was just doing my job.' Let us be forever mindful that while our great nation looks to the future, we should never forget the sacrifices and contributions of our heroes from the past. This is lest we forget." those of you who don't know me, you can probably tell from my accent, I'm not from this area. I grew up around the Niagara Falls, Buffalo area, and I grew up right on the Erie Barge Canal. So this next piece we're going to do is based on the song that probably you sang when you were in elementary school, called the Erie Canal. And this is a jazz version of it. And if you aren't familiar with the Erie Canal, it goes from the Great Lakes, from Buffalo, all the way over across the state of New York to Albany. And in the 1800s, the Irish immigrants dug that canal by hand. And there's a tow path where the mules would pull the barges down. We would go up there and fish and play and go swimming, and even though you weren't supposed to. And had a good time with that. And there's a series of locks, and I took some kids on some trips up there. And we went through and saw the locks because of the rise with Niagara Falls and that kind of stuff that goes on. You couldn't get through Lake Ontario into Lake Erie, so they had to create this canal system. So this is Erie Canal in a jazz version. kids are working extremely hard the last couple days, and I decided we were going to play a fifth tune. So I added this in. I think everyone knows it. Jesus Loves Me, a childhood hymn, and that's the title of it. It's called The Childhood Hymn by David Holsinger. It's a really popular band arranger right now. And this is, I told the kids, this is a piece of music that isn't hard to play technically, but musically, it's extremely difficult. Years ago, at state band up in Columbus, they played this. I'm like, you're kidding. I saw it on the title. I was like, wow, that's a pretty easy piece for a state band. Until you heard them play it musically. And it was gorgeous. And so it isn't always about technical. It's about making music. It's about the emotion. And I think a lot of people can relate to Jesus Loves Me. So, I was talking with Mr. Sees earlier this evening, and he was saying that he was having a rough day today and that. And I said to him, I go, you know, Mr. Sees, and I've been doing this for 40 years now. I said, I think I've had the 3 best days of my teaching career. Fantastic to work with these kids. come to school every day. I've never had a day that I felt like I've worked a day in my life. When you come in and you work with wonderful people, with great upbringing and parents' support, and you guys have just done a wonderful job with these kids and given the privilege to work with them for so many years. And I look out here at all the people in the audience, parents and grandparents that I've had through the years. And we were telling stories and things like that, and I see Mr. Hamrick sitting right here in the front row, and I have to really thank him for everything he did for me through my early years and was working with these younger directors and the time that he spent with me, and we've become like brothers. And I really appreciate him and everyone else out here. I mean, I start mentioning names, and it's, whew, I could just keep going on and on and on as students and parents. And my time is coming pretty close to a close, and it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel weird. So, I'm not retiring yet. So, but it's getting close, and I just want to thank everyone, administrators through the years, the community people that have just bent over backwards to help out parents and things like that, the things that we've been able to do and create and have fun with. And I'm looking forward to being a band dad and come in and just help out and move equipment and build sets and all that kind of stuff through the next, I hope, 20 or 30 years. But, and I just have to thank everyone and thank these people for, and I'm seriously mean that. I think that was 3 of the best days I've ever had teaching. So thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, the last piece we're going to do is called the Navy Trident. A composer I worked with when I was younger and got to know him, and he was a wonderful man, and I've always really enjoyed his music. And he wrote this, and I did a patriotic thing earlier and got another one here. Especially with the times that we're sitting at. And I thought we needed to do another one. This is a fun march. Except for that childhood hymn, when I was picking the music, I never did any of these pieces before. I wanted to challenge myself and have fun too instead of do something old. And this piece has become one of my favorite pieces of band literature. I'm going to read you the program note. The U.S. Navy SEAL Team is one of the most famous and decorated military forces on the planet. The symbol of the SEALs is the trident, a gold pin identifying the wearer as a part of a select group who have endured SEAL training and are certified as special operators in the United States military. The Navy Trident by Robert W. Smith pays tribute to this elite military team. Composed in a classic march style, the Navy Trident conjures up images of gallantry on the sea, land, and air. Hope you enjoyed the Navy Trident, and thank you very much for coming out this evening. do need to say one more thing. I need to thank Nancy and my kids. So, I couldn't do it without them. That was a stupid bonehead mistake there. So Nancy, thank you. I don't know where even you're at. So yeah, thank you. And Marcy's out there, so thank you.
Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown has the services you need to reach your dream career. Free job centers, Path Youth programs, and the GRID Project. Learn more at omjadamsbrown.org. That's omjadamsbrown.org. Must meet eligibility requirements. A division of ABCAP and Equal Opportunity Employer Service Provider. Funding provided under the State of Ohio CCMEP program. TANF funds administered by Adams and Brown County's Departments of Job and Family Services. WIOA funds administered by ABCAP, Ohio Means Jobs, WDA number 1.
Whether you play on a football team, a baseball or softball team, a soccer team, a bowling team, a golf team, or a basketball team, the National Bank of Adams County is proud to be a supporter. At the National Bank of Adams County, we have been a part of this community for years. Our children have learned to play every sport in this county, and we've been there to cheer them from the stands. The National Bank of Adams County is proud to support all of those who step up to the plate, the line, the tee, or the net. Good luck and have a successful season.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You want a new Lazy Boy recliner? Try Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union. Need a new floor? Hardwood, carpet, vinyl, luxury vinyl planks. Come to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need a new appliance for the kitchen? GE, Speed Queen? Now you got it. It's Moser Furniture and Appliance. Need an X-ray or MRI? Do not go to Moser Furniture and Appliance. Better try Adams County Regional Medical Center. But for your home needs, it's you got it. Moser Furniture and Appliance in West Union.
band. Yeah, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you noticed, we have video camera here. There's another video camera up top, and we have the microphones up here recording. C103 is recording the concert this evening, 10 o'clock tomorrow. 10 o'clock tomorrow, it will be played back on C103. The sound for this is also being recorded into the video. And if you go to GoodGuysRadioTV.com, it's being streamed live tonight, but then it also will be archived, so you could go home and watch it. I believe also, just like with the basketball, they could pay it for it and keep it, right? Yes. Yeah, so you could do that, or you could just watch it for free on the site. It won't be up until tomorrow, and I believe that you're going to have also the artwork archived also. The artwork was being shown 15 minutes before the concert. So when you were wondering why we were delaying a little bit, we were going to start the announcements and have the concert ready to start at 7, but we were showing the artwork. So that's why the kids sat here for a while. So it all works out great, so we can get everyone participating tonight. So thank you to C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com for taking care of this evening. All right, so moving on to the choir. Hey, C103 has recorded this for how many years?
I've sat in this pit for 22 years probably.
Right, yeah, it's been a long time. So, this evening we are really, I guess, grateful to have Neil Diatley to come in as a guest conductor. I remember Neil starting out in 5th grade, started playing clarinet, and I had played in some Liberty Band with his dad, played trombone, and so I knew there was music in the family. I had his older sister also in band, and when Neil started coming up through, and I hate to do this, Neil, but I have to. You can see I'm really hating this a lot. But Neil has this extremely low voice, where it rumbles down here. And it didn't matter. He would be sitting in the back, and being a typical junior high boy, he would want to talk. And we would just hear, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, Neil. He goes, I'm whispering. How'd you hear that? Oh, yeah, it just rumbled everywhere. And as he came up through the program, he's in our Hall of Fame here, was just an all-star, whether it's in choir, band, percussion, playing keyboard, had the lead in musicals. Then he decided to go on to Moorhead University and studied music for 3 years there and was going to become a music teacher. Then he went and decided to become a Spanish teacher. And he did theology also. So he came into West Union, was doing choir a couple periods and doing Spanish also, teaching Spanish. And then it was just too hard for me to try to keep the whole program going with him only coming in, so they had him full-time doing the choir, and he saw the light, and he came to the music side of it. And we worked together for 4 wonderful years, and to have him as a colleague was just fantastic. He understood everything with the program, and he knew how to work with it, and had great ideas. And then took a trip up to Niagara Falls, or Cleveland, to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we were on the way back, and he's like, got to tell the kids. And we did not know that he had received full scholarship to get his master's in theology. And so he left us, and he's been pursuing that the last several years. Been down in D.C., worked there for a while. He's now teaching in Cincinnati at Archdiocese there. Just finishing up his master's. He also went into, what was that, cremiology or that crematology. So Neil can now marry you. He can perform your funeral. he already told me if Nancy and I want to get a head start on it, we can do some pre-planning and take care of all of that ahead of time. He can sing at your wedding or funeral for you. He could do the whole works. And so we've been trying to get Neil back for the past couple of years to direct All County. In the last 2 years, he had it on the books to do it. We had it canceled. So when I called him up and said, hey, Neil, we're still good to go, right? He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I'd love to come back. And I think the kids have had a great time working with him, and his personality is very infectious. And what he does with music and the emotion that he gets out of the kids in a short period of time, I think is just fantastic. And I'm proud to introduce to you one of my wonderful friends, Mr. Neil Diatley.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you to Mr. Schneider for that introduction. It is so good to be back at West Union High School. It's been 4 years, and it truly feels like nothing has changed, except for the faces, of course. So it's such an honor to be back here with these students, to be back here at this school. This is where I went to school from 7th to 12th grade, and it is truly an honor to be able to share the music that I really developed here at this place, and how it has taken me so many different places, and yet I can come back and share with the fine folks of Adams County. I'm a native of Bentonville, Ohio, so it is so good to be back here sharing the music. And if you look at your program, I believe it says that this was a golf song. Do you see that? It is actually a folk song. So, I don't know, Mr. Schneider, what is golf music even really like? I don't know. But this is a French Polynesian folk song. We're going a little bit out of order this evening, now we are going to present to you, we are leaving French Polynesia, and we are taking a trip to Austria, where we are going to sing a Mozart Alleluia canon. Thank you, everyone. So we are actually performing our first time this evening on the stage. Due to the lunch schedule, it made it very difficult. So this is their first time on this stage as a group, and I think they're doing a marvelous job. I want to say thank you to all of the teachers who have taught the music. It really gave me the opportunity just to work on stylistic music and musicality and artistry. The students were very receptive, very well behaved. I was so impressed with everyone's behavior. You just tell them to be quiet and they immediately stop talking. So thank you, parents, for training these children, these students, these young adults so nicely. And don't they look great up here, everybody? They really do. Thank you. Also, I really want to say thank you to Mrs. Schneider. Without her, as you see, without this piano, the concert goes nowhere. So she and I go way back, all the way to my 6th grade year, where I would give up my recess to come practice voice with her. And she gave up her planning or her lunch or whatever it was and took the time to work with me. So that has not been forgotten. Thank you very much, Mrs. Schneider. Now we are going to sing an inspirational song called The Lighthouse. We have been working so hard on our diction, so we hope that you will listen to every single word that the students are singing to you, and hopefully you'll feel inspired from this. Like Mr. Schneider said earlier, I chose all new music. I've never conducted any of these songs before, because I wanted to give myself a challenge just as much as these students. So I'm glad you are all here tonight, and we hope you enjoy this inspirational piece of music called the lighthouse. As Mr. Schneider has noted, I'm now teaching for the Archdiocese of Cincinnati, but there is nothing like a group of Adams County students. Truly, truly. These students have really been working hard on their vows, and I told them if I'm from Bentonville, Ohio, and can do it, so can you. So we hope you are listening to their long, tall vows. And our next song is absolutely our favorite. Would we not agree? We have a message for you tonight, and we hope you heed every single word. And I noticed in this program that there was a page dedicated to Maggie Hoff. And we're going to dedicate this song to her tonight.
shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah, 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 Elijah. Elijah was a righteous man. His name is Yahweh in the holy night. He built an altar unto the Lord. Elijah tribes for the God he adored. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah Rock, shout, shout. Elijah Rock, coming up, Lord. Elijah, 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 Elijah. Elijah Rock, Elijah Rock, Elijah Rock, Elijah.
Thank you, everybody. This has been a fabulous concert. Thank you to Mr. Schneider for a beautiful band. Thank you to Mrs. Schneider for always keeping us in tune with her piano. And thank you again to all of you parents. Your students have been an absolute joy to work with these past couple of days. And the time has flown. It really seems like we've had absolutely no time at all. But they have made so much progress in terms of artistry and musicality these past couple of days. So again, thank you very much.
Ohio Means Jobs Adams Brown has the services you need to reach your dream career. Free job centers, PATH youth programs, and the GRID project. Learn more at omjadamsbrown.org. That's omjadamsbrown.org. Must meet eligibility requirements. A division of ABCAP and Equal Opportunity Employer Service Provider. Funding provided under the State of Ohio CCMEP program. TANF funds administered by Adams and Brown County's Departments of Job and Family Services. WIOA funds administered by ABCAP, Ohio Means Jobs, WDA number 1.